Hi there, this is Craig Taylor, and what I'd like to do over the next couple of minutes is just to share with you 3 of the QR code generators that I use most of the time. One of them is a particular favourite, but I don't want to sway your opinions too much. So what I'd like to do is to show you each of them very briefly in turn. So as an example as to how these work, really, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the URL of the eLearn magazine, and I've just copied that onto my clipboard there. And the first one that I'm going to show you is qrcode.kywa.com, and you can see the URL for that address up here in the address bar. What I do is I take the URL that I've already copied from the eLearn magazine, and as you can see I've pasted it in to this window down here that says URL. I can then click generate, and you can see what I've generated there is the QR code that would link people back to this eLearn magazine homepage. I've got a couple of options I can do here. I can keep it fairly large, I can reduce its size down so it's fairly small and click the generate button again, it's made it a medium size, or I can make it a fairly small QR code, generate that, and it's taken the size down even more. I can embed that code. There's an embed code function down here, so I can embed that within a HTML page, or I could also right click on it and save the image as a file onto one of my download folders, or possibly onto my desktop. So that's a very quick, easy, light way of generating a QR code. The advantages are that it's very quick, it's very intuitive, and it's very simple to do. There are a couple of downsides to it though, and I hope to bring out those downsides by looking at a few of the other tools as well. The other tool that I'd like to show you is delivar.com. You can again see the address up in the URL bar at the top there. Again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste in the URL from the eLearn magazine homepage there. Now the difference with this particular site is that to get the most from Delivar, you actually need to log on and create an account. It's completely free, there's no small print, there's no tie-ins or anything like that, and as you can see, hello Craig Taylor 1974 at the top of the screen there, I've already logged in. It's a big advantage to actually set an account up with Delivar, as we're going to see later on in this article. So what I've done is I've pasted the URL from the eLearn magazine into that browser bar there, hit the go button, give it a couple of seconds, and what we will eventually see generated is not only a mobile friendly URL that you can see across the screen there, but we've also got a QR code that's been generated in the bottom right hand corner of the screen, and I can download that as a PNG, as an EPS, or I can print a flyer off with that QR code attached within it. This does have more advantages than the delivar.com website. I don't want to go into those advantages just yet, because the purpose of this short screencast is just to show you a couple of options and how they work. But I've got to be honest, this does have a lot more features hidden underneath it, which we'll have a look at in a moment's time. And the final one, it's probably the simplest of the lot really. If you are using the Google Chrome browser or Firefox or possibly Internet Explorer, although I can't vouch for that, there are a number of plugins available into those browsers, as you'll no doubt be aware if you're a Firefox or indeed a Chrome user. One of them is this small icon that you can see up in the top right hand corner, goo.gul URL shortener. Once I've navigated to a page that I would like to create a QR code from, I simply single click that icon, give it a few seconds. Not only do I have a shortened Google URL here that I can copy, but at the very bottom of that small list of options, if I click on QR code, we'll see that I've generated a QR code there. If I click on that, I can then save the image, I can copy the image URL, I can save the image as, and I can do a whole host of things there. So that's a very quick, light and easy way of generating a QR code actually from your browser window itself, and that's by using a plugin into whatever browser you're using. Again, there's definitely one for Google Chrome. I've no doubt there are many for Firefox, and there's possibly some for Internet Explorer and Safari as well, although I can't vouch for those. So we've got 3 tools there really. We've got Kywa, very quick, very easy, gives you the option of scaling your QR code and increasing the size of that image, which can be quite useful because you can do it before you generate the QR code and not have to do it afterwards. Disadvantages are, well, that's all you can really do with this particular model, and that's to actually create a code. Delivar, You do have to log in, so you do have to create an account. So again, that could be seen as a disadvantage to some people. The advantages is, well, don't want to go into the advantages of this just yet. We'll have a look at that in a future screencast, but suffice to say, there are quite a few advantages of using this particular platform. And then the final one, just as a refresh, is actually using a browser plugin. Depending on what browser you're using, depends on what plugin you can use. The advantages of that is it's very, very quick. You don't have to create an extra account anywhere. It already sits within your browser window. Hopefully these 3 examples have given you some food for thought. Why don't you go have a look at them, make up your own mind, or get onto some sort of search engine and have a look for a few more, because there are many QR code generators out there. These are just the 3 that I'm particularly keen on. Good luck.